Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 6th to the 12th. Today we're going to do your just your reading for the week, and we're going to see all the messages that need to come to you today. Please, at the end of the video, make sure you leave some sort of feedback for me. Let me know how it goes, and if you are interested in the extended at the end of the reading, you can find that in my Patreon in the link in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, 3 general cards for Gemini. Gemini, June 6th to 12th. All right, Gemini, you guys definitely have a lot more coming out already. All right, Gemini for June 6th to the 12th. Gemini, June 6th to the 12th. All right, you got one of the first cards that Taurus did. Interesting. So, Gemini, your 3 cards are the Valley, which is deep personal strength and peace that assures success. You have the Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And the Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So, we're going to clarify all of these. The Valley usually represents needing to be in some sort of strength or acceptance and peace for yourself to move on in a situation or to get further. The Barrel usually represents emptiness in a situation, and the Casket kind of is in the name, something is ending. So let's go ahead and start with the Valley and clarify what this represents for you. What does the Valley represent for Gemini for June 6th to the 12th? All right, so Geminis, it looks like the people watching this video, you may be intuitive, psychic, or you have a very accurate reader on your hands who helps you out with advice. I believe that you're going to be putting a lot of energy towards psychic work, whether that's like for other people, like from yourself, for yourself, or from another psychic to help you out. I believe that there's a situation that you're going to feel a bit stuck in, and it looks like it's going to require you to put more energy towards psychic ability and also peace and strength. For most of you, this stuck situation has to do with a person. They come up as a masculine person. This could be literally a male, and they could be an air or water sign, or it is a male who could be emotional, sentimental, or manipulative. It looks like whatever this situation is, whoever this person is, interesting. It's showing that there is a block, a lack, or a block or lack in communication, or a complete miscommunication that's happening, and somehow it's winning the battle. So, for example, maybe some of you are dealing with a manipulative person, and you have gathered enough information from your intuition or psychic readings that have shown you something about this person to reveal who they are, and you've been working on trying to get them out of your life, for example. And now you're winning the battle this week by not talking to them. You're learning how to be strong enough to not give in to these temptations, or you finally successfully got them, to stop talking to you. So somehow this lack of communication is a win. And even if it isn't something that you're wanting, it's somehow part of your journey, and it is necessary to win a battle of some sort. So this is always a very good card, the Ace of Swords, and it's paired with the lack of communication. So whatever is going on for you guys that is lacking communication with a specific person, it is a good thing. And I believe that the Valley is telling you that you need to continue working on your psychic ability and trusting whatever information comes through from Spirit. You need to work on acceptance, and you need to work on continuing to be strong, because this situation is obviously something that's not easy, and you're working on putting a lot of energy towards like bettering yourself and understanding psychic ability and, listening to your spirits and actually taking the advice. So you need to keep doing that. You need to keep on growing stronger and understand that this situation with this lack of communication is a good thing. And I'm sure that with the psychic ability here, you know that. Or someone has told you, it's a good thing, or you will find that out soon. Now let's go ahead and investigate on the barrel. Pretty self-explanatory, but let's see what it has to do with specifically. God, my hairs are everywhere. What does the barrel represent for Gemini, June 6th to the 12th? Interesting. All right, so Gemini, the barrel in emptiness, it shows that there is a situation that you could have manifested negatively that's kind of showing its face now within this week. I think that I'm a little bit stuck here. What is the manifestation about for Gemini? Heartache. Okay, there we go. So the world in reverse, and then the three, I think. Three of Swords. Yeah, I go by pictures. But the world and the Three of Swords, both in reverse, represent that you have manifested a negative attitude of heartache. And this, it's not like a horrible thing, but it is saying that you need to calm yourself down a bit more. Kind of representing, or kind of like tying into the card that we just talked about with the Valley. You need to work on meditation and grounding a little bit more to make sure that your heartache doesn't go out into the world and form itself into a physical manifestation. Heartache, grief, sadness, hurt is all acceptable and it's human emotion, but you need to be careful that it's not so strong that it's like becoming a monster out in the physical world, because that's whatever we believe the most is how you manifest, whether you like it or not. So for example, if you want to be a millionaire, but you know you're broke and you're like, yeah, I'm too broke to be a millionaire. Guess what? You're going to be too broke to be a millionaire. It's the same situation here. If you are too hurt and don't want to move on because you're so upset, you're going to be too hurt and upset to move on. So you have to kind of like get out of this. You have to break this chain, this cycle that you created for yourself through positivity, acceptance, and lots of meditation. Start with positive manifestation. Look in the mirror every day and say, I am strong, I am capable. And it may feel stupid or like energyless at first, but eventually the more and more you keep doing it, you're going to start to believe it, and that's how you're literally going to start manifesting your own positivity and good experiences in life. Now, the other things that we have for you is that you may be questioning protection of some sort. Since I saw that some of you are psychic, if this is energetic protection, always very helpful. Go for it. If it is physical protection and you're wondering if you're protected enough, I think that you can be able to tell this for yourself. If you're in a bad neighborhood and you need some sort of protection, get something. Get pepper spray, a gun, whatever is legal around you, whatever you feel like you can achieve. But protection, if you're questioning the protection and wondering if it's good enough, that is part of your negative manifestations. If you don't believe that your protection is strong enough, then it's not going to be, and maybe it's best for you to redo it anyway. The next thing is that some of you may be trying to move or travel soon. Maybe within this week, you're going to either consider moving, you're going to actually move, or you're going to consider traveling or actually travel. And remember that traveling doesn't have to be states away. It can be like, to go to a friend's house, or to specifically finally go to the store for the first time in a week, some sort of travel. I think you're going to consider this because of your emptiness, and you're going to want to consider, is this a good idea, or should you not do it, or should you wait? If you feel like it's going to make you feel happy, then do it, because it doesn't matter what other people think. This is your life. You are the one who is creating your script, and it's up to you to act it out. So if you feel like traveling, 500 miles away is going to make you feel less empty, then do it. Another thing I have for emptiness is carelessness. Rather, this is you kind of just like feeling careless towards other people or situations, or another person showing their carelessness towards you. It might be contributing to your emptiness. This is something that you need to work on meditating towards, and, not letting it affect you so much. And then the last thing for the emptiness is this communication that we were talking about with the first card. I feel like this lack of communication, block in communication, or miscommunication is causing you to feel a bit empty, like something is missing. Like, you're used to talking to somebody all the time and now you can't talk to them at all. It's hard. It's a big transition. Or nothing's going right and you're like, I'm done, It's hard. It's a very large transition. It's hurtful and it sucks. But you have to remember what I told you. This is meant to be, and this is a good thing for you. So this emptiness needs to be shifted by positive manifestations and finding things that will make you happy, because going through this is not easy. So figure out what will make you happy and do it, because it's your turn to care about you. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know what the casket is, but let's go ahead and clarify it anyway. What does the casket represent for Gemini for June 6th to the 12th? Interesting. So it looks like you guys are going to receive either, there's two options here. Either A, you're going to receive bad news that represents that something's not growing and you might have to end it. Or B, you're going to be waiting to hear from someone, but you're not going to hear back from them, which represents a lack of growth in the connection, so you're going to have to end it. It looks like whoever this is or whatever situation this is, if it's a person, this person could be a fire or earth sign, or they're just kind of ambitious, irritable, and immature. And it looks like they're giving energy towards other things that aren't helpful for you. Right now, Spirit is like trying to force you to learn a lesson that you're not learning. So it's like maybe you consistently get your hopes up in a situation that you have already been let down with before, or something like that. But whatever it is, it looks like something's going to be ending either due to bad news, or something's going to not appear in front of you the way that you were hoping, so you're going to end it. And I think that this is a good lesson that you need to learn, is that it might be time to really actually end this situation. So this week, it could just be the starting symptoms or the starting signs of like showing you that things are starting to end finally, or that you need to start learning how to end them. So it's up to you to take the action. But Gemini, that is all I have for you today. I hope that everything made some sort of sense. Please don't forget me to leave some sort of feedback, especially once the week is over. Let me know what did and didn't happen. And if you'd like to see your extended reading, my Patreon is in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Bye.